Hi everyone, so I just want to do a quick video on what I plan to bring on my trip. Be gone for about 10 days, and I've kind of been experimenting over the last few days about what would work, what wouldn't work, and I thought it would be really interesting to show you guys what I ended up choosing, and I hope that this will work for me during my trip. So basically, my main goal for this is to have pretty much a full face, but have it be like liquid free. I looked it up in TSA in America. Like defined liquid as like something that's viscous, so something that can actually pour out and like flow, versus like cream or like balmy products like lip balm and like stiff cream products technically don't count, or at least I don't think they count. So that's what I'm hoping to, that's my goal here, because I really don't want to like separate out my my makeup collection, and I do want to bring it with me on the plane because that's how much I like my makeup. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but that's pretty much how I how I think about my makeup. I don't want it to get lost in a carry-on. So I'm hoping that this will be small enough to kind of bring in a small makeup bag kind of like this. And maybe I'll just kind of fit this all in here while I talk about it. So a few skincare things here on the side that will fit in first. So first I'll talk about, I guess, my tools. That's pretty straightforward. Obviously these are not liquid, but I'll be bringing 2 face brushes with me, and I'll also bring some eyeshadow brushes. I don't think I need all of them, but I mean, they're pretty small, and so, and I'll still be bringing a sponge that is actually cut up from a body sponge. So yeah, it's pretty small, and won't take up that much room in my little bag here. So in terms of, let's start from like base products and things like that. So this is actually a SPF concoction, and it's actually part of a primer along with powder SPF, along with the rest of a face SPF, and then I mixed in some kind of bronzer shade and a highlight shade in here as well. So it became a very, very moussey texture. It's reminding me a lot of, like, if you guys remember, like a Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse type of texture. But it blends in pretty well. It might have a slight white cast because of the powder SPF, but I'm just trying to go through that. So, but it does blend away pretty well. So this is my little Franken thing here. I would say that this is not viscous, so I'm gonna hope that, you know, if TSA looks at this, they won't count it as a liquid. So that's my SPF for the trip. In terms of base products, I have a few things here. This is obviously a cream concealer palette, but this can also double as a cream contour. And so all these shades are really, really versatile, and I can mix and match as I need them. And then I also am bringing along a sample of a Danessa Myricks Balm in shade 4. Just picked this up from Sephora, as I think that this might be kind of a good color match for me, and something nice and like actually mattifying and pore filling, which is sometimes what I like. So just having a sample is a really, really good idea rather than bringing the full size, because those are actually quite large packaging. So these are also my base products. And then in terms of eyeshadows and eye things, I'm gonna be bringing along just a small duo here. This is a MAC duo. I don't think these are MAC shadows per se. This one might be All That Glitters, but this one's just kind of from a different palette. But yeah, just kind of a darker shade and a highlight shade here. And then I also am bringing along my eyeshadow bases, because I do want to be working on these, so kind of gave myself the leeway to bring an eyeshadow base with me. Bringing my mascara, of course, and my I just lost the name of it, my eyelash curler. And then for lips, I'm bringing along this balm from Tarte. It's like a sample one, and while this isn't a great color for me right now, I'm thinking that I can maybe use this kind of like a lip primer and get away with it, because the lipsticks in this lip palette here are quite matte and can be kind of thick, so pairing it with a balm or gloss is a good idea. Since glosses are pretty liquidy, I thought I'd bring along the balm instead. So, and this one will also double as a cream blush as well, so this is kind of a versatile product that I have here. And then I want to save, I guess I'll talk about this next. I was going to save this to talk about last, but the reason why I brought both of these both seem really liquidy, but I'm actually trialing this week. I'll be leaving in about a week for the trip. But my thought is that I can actually put a few drops of this Makeup Forever Aqua Seal, and then just a few drops, maybe like 7 to 10 drops in this bottle by itself, and then mix it in with water, and then basically use that as my setting spray, and just kind of have like something like a setting spray on the trip, even if it's not officially a setting spray. But I'm kind of experimenting with it this week, which is why I already like made the concoction already, and we'll be using this little mix throughout the week just to double check that it actually works and doesn't like melt my makeup off or anything. But I'm assuming that you know, if anything, it'll just kind of dampen down any powder, even if it doesn't extend the longevity. And honestly, I'm okay with that in a setting spray. These last two is my loose powder. So this is pretty a thin profile, so it fits nicely. And there is still quite a bit of powder in here, so I think this will last well for my trip. It's kind of a mix of loose powder, powder SPF, a few other like contour powders and highlight powders just kind of make the shade match for me. But honestly, this is a staple for me at this point. Last thing here is actually soap. This is, I think the Neutrogena face soap, but I'm actually planning on using it as my sponge cleaner and brush cleaner while I'm on the trip. I did realize that pretty much any bar soap works as a good brush cleaner, so I just jammed some into this deluxe size sample jar that I had, and will be bringing it with me on this trip rather than bringing along like a full-size brush cleaner or anything like that. So I think everything fits in here pretty nicely, as you can see. I have to move things around a little bit, but I expect this to zip up on the day of the trip. This one doesn't want to fit right now. There we go, that should do it. So, as you can see, this fits, and I'm putting this into my carry-on bag, and we'll get to bring this with me as it is, as a complete package with me on the trip. So I hope that you found this interesting, and please let me know what you thought about my ideas of pretty much having a no liquid makeup kit with me. I personally think that this is a really, really good goal, and I thought it was actually really interesting to think of and pick up products that would work under that criteria. And I'm hoping that all these things will be a nice variety for me on the trip, even if it's not like my whole collection or anything like that. So hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.